Folks, we're here in Delta, Colorado, and we have this Cat E70B Mini X that we're going to put up on auction time. We actually had this on one of our live auctions here a couple weeks ago, and the little man that bought it couldn't get the financing on it from his bank, and so we're forced to have to resell it, and that's fine. This is a good little excavator, I think, guys. It's coming out of an estate. The little man that owned it passed away about a year ago. And so we've sold all, he had a couple other little mini X's that we've already sold, but this little guy we got to run through a second time. So we're going to go ahead and put it up on auction time and sell it here probably around the first part of June. And just wanted you guys to kind of be able to see what this little excavator looks like and get a feel for kind of what kind of quality it's in. The hour meter does work. It's showing 7,902 hours. And so I don't know if those hours are 100% right. Obviously, we can't guarantee whether the hours are 100% correct or not. But what I can show you is we've had this little guy sitting here idling for about 15 minutes. We just unloaded it. And so it's been sitting here, and what you'll notice is there's no oil. There's no oil coming off any of this stuff, guys. When you look at this little guy, and again, it's been sitting here for about 15 minutes, I think it's a pretty tight little machine. Now you can see what's a little unusual about this. You don't have the side swing back here where your main arm pivots, but what you do have is an offset boom up here that can swivel from side to side and pivot that way. And then although you've got a thumb, you guys can see the thumb right here, you can also see, I think, that it's not plumbed. So although the thumb is there, you're going to have to put some fittings on it and somehow rig an alternate valve to run that thumb. So even though that thumb is there, guys, I just want you to be aware that it's not operational because it is not plumbed in by the hydraulics. That's why we have it chained up right here. So you guys can see there's a battery in the bucket. I'll get that out. That does not go. Again, the little guy we sold this to, he was kind of a scrapper, and he bought some batteries, and unfortunately I didn't see that one in the bucket before we hauled the machine. So did want to kind of walk around and give you guys a preview. Now I'm going to put all my other videos on there that we did when we originally listed this, because we had it on Equipment Facts. And again, we sold it to a live buyer, but he couldn't pay for it. But I'll just take a little time so you guys can see, like there's a little bent spot on the inside of one track right there. But when you look at pivot points and hydraulic cylinders, I think you guys will see it's a pretty straight little machine. It feels pretty tight when you run it. You don't see oil leaking off of it. You don't see oil leaking off of the seals on the hydraulics. Now I did steam clean this before we tried to sell it back in April. And there wasn't a lot of oil on it. There was a lot of grease. There's a lot of grease around pivot points. And that tells me the little man that owned it, that passed away a year ago, probably did a fair job of keeping the little machine lubed up. So, again, I think it's a fairly decent little excavator. See what the gears, drive gears look like, the idlers. And again, when you sit here and look, as it's idling, I'm not seeing anything leaking out anywhere, guys. Now, some guys have asked me what the motor in this is, and I don't know whether it's a Cat motor or maybe the other alternative was a Mitsubishi or an Isuzu. I'm not sure which. And I don't know, guys. There's a cover on the very top of the motor that keeps me from seeing exactly what it is. So I'm sorry, I wish I could do a better job for you. I don't know if it's a cat motor or what. We're gonna climb up in here. And I think you can see the hours right there, 79:02. But you got to push this little lever down right here, and then, of course, I got it on an idle. That, I guess, huh? Trying to do this one-handed, and I'm not the best excavator operator to begin with. These controls are not what I'm used to, that's for sure. And then you've got your pivot on your arm right here. See how that swings that over like that? And then you go the other way and it swings it out like that. So that's as far over as it'll go. That will barely, and I'm not sure it's even fully outside the track right there. But that's as far to the right as it'll go. And then as far to the left as it'll go is about the same. So basically it goes from the side to the side of the of your blade, basically, guys. And then right there's, maybe I'm too far off. I think right there's about center, so. But a good running little machine, guys. Again, the little man that owned it, he passed away. And so, I wish I had better information for you. That's about all I know about it, guys. But we'll put her up on auction time. I'll get a little more details to put in the listing for all you guys, so you kind of know what it is you've got. But nice little Cat Mini X. I think you could haul this on a tandem dually gooseneck with at least a 1-ton truck. But it'd be a load, guys. I hauled it on my semi. I did not haul it on my pickup. I hauled it on my little semi to get it over here. Yeah, just a little Mini X here, and we'll get her put up for you. So if you have any other questions, give me a call. We do have the glass here for the front. It is right here, guys, and it would pull down and it would latch right across here. So we're missing the lower glass right here, but we do have this top glass that pulls down and latches right here, and it does work. I've already tried it. And then we also, of course, we have the door over here that would shut up, but we're missing this bottom lower half, or lower 1/3 right here. That glass would need replaced. So it's got heat. It does not have air conditioning. So yeah, that's the little Mini X. You can see we got a little broken piece, crack in the glass right there, but I think outside of that piece, I think the rest of the glass, we might be missing a glass on this outside door over here. So, you know, it's nothing fancy, guys. Just a good, solid little excavator, okay? So anyway, let me know if you have any questions, guys. Thank you.